What is going on, guys? I want to, in this video, quickly tell you the 2 pieces of advice that I got from a billionaire mentor of mine, someone I know personally. I don't know his actual net worth, but I know he sold his business in his 30s for $3.2 billion. So the advice he gave me, and it's super powerful advice that I've really stuck with over the last couple of years, is he said, the best way to live life is to live in front of your skis. And what does that mean? Doing things before you feel you are ready, before you are prepared, letting go, riding the lightning, being in that flow, in that fear of taking massive action before you think you're actually, ready to do it. And so that is one of the biggest lessons I learned from him. I apply that to business. I apply that to dating. You know, one of the things I find oftentimes is that for men, we're oftentimes saying like, I'm going to go date the type of women I want to date when, you know, I have my finances right, when I have my body right, when my style's better, when whatever else the excuse is. And so that's one area that I see. And then I also see that with people in starting the business they really love and care about. Like, I'm going to start the business I'm really passionate about once I sell my other business, or once I have a certain amount of income saved, or whatever it is. And it's all of this is a delay of actually stepping into our power, into our real path as men and really as human beings. And so that was one of the most powerful things that he told me is, you know, in life, being in front of your skis, meaning doing things before you're ready, riding life on that edge of life, of anticipation, of fear. And that is really where the spice of life is. And so that was the first thing he told me. And I'm getting ready to go to the coffee shop here, so you guys are doing the errands with me. The second thing he told me, and it was so powerful, is he said, remember that you are not in control. You are in the passenger seat, not the driving seat of life. And that for me, when I heard that, you know, it was kind of hard for me to understand right at first, because it's like, oh, well, I've been in this personal development minded frame for so much of my life, like trying to control everything, trying to have all my habits right. What do you mean I'm not in control of life? And what he was really teaching me over this lesson is that in life, our job is not to try and control where the vehicle goes. Our job is to actually let go of control of life and trust that ultimately the universe is working in a way to provide for us the best possible experience. And when we can let go and stop trying to control of what we think is the best thing for us, it actually allows us to step into our power. So, you know, I'm sure you've probably had this experience in your life. I know I've had this experience in my life several times where I really thought I wanted something and it didn't end up working out. You know, a job or a girl or whatever it is, didn't end up working out, and I felt devastated. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. And I felt devastated when it didn't work out. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is terrible. How am I ever gonna recover from this? And so frustrated. And every time something like that in my life happened, it always ended up turning out to be good, right? The girl who cheated on me, or the girl where it didn't work out, I ended up finding someone way better a couple months later. Or, you know, the client I thought I wanted, I didn't get them. And I thought it was horrible and it was terrible. And then I got a client twice the size another month later, right? This is how life tends to work. And so I want people to recognize, and especially you listening to it, to recognize that when we let go of control, it's actually power. A lot of people think it's not. It's actually letting go of fear. It's saying, I am not in control of life, but I can control how I show up. I can control the energy I show up in life with, the excitement, the perspicacity, right? The idea of like, I'm gonna stick with it no matter what. Those type of things, that's how we can show up in life. But I think it's important for us to remember at a deep level that we are not in control. And the more we can sit into that, the more we can appreciate that and recognize that, the more we can actually be free in life to say, I'm gonna let what happens to me come to me. I'm gonna go after the things I want. And I'm going to let the things that are out of my control be out of my control, and that will ultimately give me peace and enjoyment in life. So those are the 2 lessons I learned from my billionaire mentor. I hope it helps you guys out. Much love to all of you. Let's go get it. Ciao.